Hello everyone, Norma Woodcock speaking to you from Perth in Western Australia. I'd like to speak into the first Sunday of Advent, Year B, and the theme, Stay Awake. In Mark's Gospel, Jesus says, "So stay awake, because you do not know when the master of the house is coming." Now we know he is coming at the end of time, but Advent is about the entry of Christ into every part of our lives, about being expectant that he is coming in a new way, a fresher way, a stronger way, a deeper way. But we may need to unlock more of our life to Christ. In a lovely article, Father Daniel O'Leary says exactly this. From the front door of the Great Hall, on top of an Oakland hill, we had a stunning view of San Francisco Bay. Inside the hall, however, things were not so pleasant. About 80 of us were gathered at one end while our director slowly called out a list of negative attitudes that were seen as blockages to the flow of life and love within us. As the name of each shadow was announced, those who identified with it moved across the floor to the far side. It was a kind of healing penitential ritual, part of a long retreat to do with identifying the personal shadows that, in the words of St. Paul, prevented our hidden self from growing strong. The usual 7 deadly sins each brought 1 or 2 retreatants to their feet to begin their short, exposed journey. When, however, feeling not good enough was called out, a whole crowd of us lumbered across the great hall in embarrassment, but feeling some kind of comfort in numbers too. Father O'Leary continues on and he says, quoting Eckhart Tolle, in A New Earth, Eckhart Tolle writes, "Be alert. Are some of your thoughts that go through your mind the internalized thoughts of your father or mother, saying perhaps something like, 'You're not good enough, you will never amount to anything,' or some other judgment or mental position? If there is awareness in you, you will be able to recognize that voice in your head for what it is, an old thought conditioned by the past, an old thought and no more." He says, without a healthy sense of self, we project our unhappiness outwards. As our harsh treatment of ourselves sets in, so does our dismissiveness of others. So I guess the challenge today is to face the flaws, to face the negative voices that have maybe hounded us forever and a day. This Advent, we have to admit them and ask God to integrate them, to heal them. And so I guess what my main theme today for you is this. Even if every significant person in your life has had a negative influence on your sense of self, it need not be that way anymore. For God, your Father and my Father, says to you today, "You are enough for me." So take away those words, ponder on them, allow him to put them deeply within your heart. So look forward to integrating and healing parts of yourself, your thought life that you maybe have never ever considered before. God is good. He says you're enough. And that is everything. God bless you. Look forward to meeting you again next week.